Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy World. If you're new to this channel, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button for new post notifications and update. And for more details, do not forget to check the links in the description of this video. Without wasting any much time, let's dive directly into our today's episode. So in our today's episode, we are actually taking you through how to rank your website on major search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, and other major search engines that are actually out there. Of course, this is actually episode 1 of this series. So, of course, when it comes to website ranking, there are over 200 factors into play. And we are going to be discussing these factors one by one as we go across the various episodes that we'll be creating. So, but first, website ranking actually, when it comes to this aspect, of course, we need to put in play majorly keyword research, because this is actually one of the biggest factors when it comes to website ranking. If you don't know the specific keyword that you actually want to target in order to write your content around those keywords, then of course, your content or your website will not do well. So in today's series, we are going to carry you through how you can actually do a perfect keyword research, that you can actually write your content around this keyword for better ranking of your keyword, of your keyword, and as well your website. So there are a lot of tools online that you can actually use to perform keyword research. For example, you have tools like Uber Suggest, and you have other tools that are actually online that you can actually use to perform your keyword research. But of course, what I most often use is actually Google Keyword Planner. So when you actually come to Google, you type Google Keyword Planner, and you are going to, when you type the Google Keyword Planner, you hit the search button, you are going to see this display result. When you are actually here, the first result that says choose the right keyword with our research tool, which is actually Home Tools Keyword Planner. Make sure to click on it and open it on a new tab. So when you actually do that, you'll be taken to this section where they will ask you to create an account. Of course, when you create an account, if you have an existing account, you can actually use that. But if you don't, it is a better idea to create an account and sign in so that you can actually use this tool to perform your keyword research. And when you actually sign in or you logged in to your account, you have to go to this section that says go to Keyword Planner. When you click on this section that says go to Keyword Planner, you will actually be taken to this particular area. Okay, so we are actually here. When we are being taken to the Keyword Planner section, you are going to see two sections: Discover New Keywords and Get Search Volume and Forecast. Of course, make sure to choose this section that says Discover New Keyword. Click on it and you are going to be taken to this section. Of course, when you are actually here on this section, one of the things that you will need to do is to make sure that you change the country that you are actually in, as well as you have to change the language to English and the country as worldwide. Of course, by default, I'm using a VPN, so you can see that it's showing Cameroon here. So what you have to do is to make sure that you click on this section that says country and close this cross. Make sure to click on it and close it and save. When you save it, what is going to happen is you now see that it is on all locations. Now, this section that says French, make sure to click on this section that says French and change it to English, and you will now have this particular area. Now you can type a particular keyword here and you are going to see suggested keywords that you can actually use to write your content around those keywords. So of course, I'm going to use the keyword how to rank your website as an example. So if I come here, for example, and type how to rank my website, for example, and if you do that and you click the enter button, you are going to see how to rank my website here. just make sure to click on Get Result, and you are going to be displayed with suggestions of keywords that you can actually use. So when these results are being displayed, just try to close this section here, and you are going to see a lot of suggestion here. For example, we have keyword by relevance. Here we have how to rank my website. You can see the search volume, and you can actually also see the competition. Any competition that are above 50 are difficult keyword that can take a little bit of time for you to hit at the top page of search engine. So the good idea here is to mostly go for those keywords that are actually low in competition, and as well as the search volume also should be high. And sometimes it is good to go for keywords that are actually high in volume and less in competition. So here you can see the competition here displayed. Like, for example, how to rank my website. You can see the competition. The search volume here is 100 to 1,000 in a month. You can see that the competition here is 38. And of course, if you scroll down, you are going to see a lot of other keywords that you can actually use and include as one of your keywords that you are going to target when you're writing your content around those specific keywords. And of course, when you use tool like this, you actually have ideas of the kind of keyword that people are actually using online in order to write content around, whether being it competitive or not. This tool will help you to see if those keywords are actually very high in competition or they are low in competition, and you are going to decide also based on the search volumes of those keywords. And of course, when you are actually here, you can actually play with this tool. Like, for example, if you come right here, you can see that broaden your search. You can see rank my website. Here you can add this suggested keyword that are actually here at the top of this section here in order to increase the number of keywords that are actually displayed here. So make sure to always use this suggested keyword that are actually displayed here at the top of this section. For example, I will click rank my website because it is actually related to what I actually want to target. So if I click on this plus sign, it's going to add to that the first keyword that I first of all input. So when you do that, just hit again on the get result. When you do that, you see that you can see rank my website. This is the next one that I just choose from the suggested keyword that were up here. You can see the search volume here is 1,000 to 10,000 in a month. And the competition here is actually 20. So just come here, make sure to add all of those keywords that are related to the keyword that you actually want to target. Rank website is also related. Make sure to click on it and add get result. And this is what you are going to do. Just how to rank your website. Just add all of the suggested keywords that are actually related to what you are targeting. Rank your website. Just add all of them, and you are going to have a list of keywords that are actually already in your list that you can write content around them. And of course, this tool is actually very good because they are able to show you the competitive value of that keyword. If a keyword is too competitive and you are having a very new website, do not try to target very competitive keyword because it's going to take a lot of time for you to actually rank at the top of search engine. So make sure to go for competitive keyword that are below 40 or 50. Of course, this kind of keyword are not too competitive, and you can actually go for this kind of keyword. You can see them here. Of course, here in this section that says column, you can actually click on this section and try to add or remove some of the values that are actually at the top here. For example, average volume monthly search. If you click here on this column section, you can actually come to this area that says modify. Click on modify, and you will see this area that says modify column. If you want to add all other things, like for example, add impression share, if you click on it, it's going to add on as displayed. You can come here, but the most important area here is to make sure that these three aspects are chosen. Of course, average monthly search should be ticked. Competition in index value, because if you don't put the competition in index value, you will not be able to know if it is below 100 or above 100. or whatever value that is being displayed. If you come to this area that instead say, would that instead give you competition based on value, like numbers, like competition based on low or high, you will not be able to know if, like for example, if I remove this one here, this competition in index value, and choose instead this one that says competition, if I choose this one and click on apply, what will happen is all of these display result will be shown here. Like for example, if you see rank website 10,000 to 100,000, you can see just here they just put low. Of course, when it is low, you are not going to know the exact value in index form. If the low is below 0 to 10 or 0 to 20 or 0 to 40 or 50. So of course, you not want to see the competitive value on only low or high. So what you need to do is to come to this column section, make sure to click on it and change and modify the column, removing this one here and choose the competition by index value, because by default it is just competition. This competition by index value is not being found by default. So you are the one that is supposed to remove this one and choose this and click on apply, and this is going to display. Now you are going to see the competition based on values like numbers, knowing that numbers between 0 to 40 or 50 are not very competitive, and those kind of keywords you can actually write content around them, publish them on your site, and see how you can pick up your ranking of your site. So this is the first tool that you can actually use to do your keyword research. And of course, doing your keyword research, not only this tool you have to use, there are other tools that you have to refine, and you can also pick other keywords that you can actually use to write content around them. And of course, that being said, let's try now to look at the second aspect, how we can actually get some other keyword. Of course, when you come to Google search itself, for example, here, when you are here, for example, let's say, of course, our keyword is how to rank a website. So if you come here, for example, just type how to rank, just see what is happening. How to rank a website. See what is happening. As you are just typing, without you finishing typing, you can see all of the other suggested keywords that are actually here. Here you can make a list. Make sure to create something like a notepad. Make sure to create a notepad. You can create a notepad. Let's say, for example, I want to create a notepad. Just open a notepad and try to make sure that all of the keywords that you actually want to target are placed on a notepad. Like here, we have all the suggested keywords that are actually here. How to rank a website. Just make sure to input it on a notepad. The next one is how to rank a website on Google. Put it on your notepad. The next one, how to rank a website for a keyword. All the suggested keywords here are actually keywords that people are typing on major search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, and other search engines that you want to rank for this specific keyword. So when you do this, make sure to copy all of these keyword suggestions here and paste on a notepad, and you are going to use this keyword to write content around them. So this is the second way you have to make sure that you do your keyword research properly. After doing that, of course, when you choose this one, for example, the first one that says how to rank a website, make sure to enter it, and you are going to see display results of websites that are actually ranking for this particular keyword. So what you have to do is, when you are actually here, make sure to scroll down here on this section. You have to focus your eyes mostly on the meta descriptions of websites to see if you are going to see any bold writing. Here you can see that these are keywords here that are being suggested by this tool called Ubersuggest. Here, Ubersuggest is actually a tool that you can actually use to also find out suggested keyword and keyword that people are mostly using. So how do I have this display of all these keywords that you actually see at the right hand corner of this page? What you have to do is to make sure that you go to your Chrome browser. Just go to your Chrome web store and type Ubersuggest. When you type Ubersuggest, you are going to, when you type this Ubersuggest, click on enter button, and this display result is going to show to you. When you do that, just click on this first one that says Ubersuggest, click on it, and you are going to be taken here. When you are actually here, what will happen is you have something here that says add to Chrome. I've already added this extension to my Chrome browser. So now it is showing me remove from Chrome. But on your own, if this is the first time you are using this tool, you are going to see add to Chrome. So add to Chrome, and when you add to Chrome, make sure that it is added to Chrome, come to this small icon here, click on it, and come to this section, this three, you will see Uber Suggest SEO, you will see it here. Just click on this three dot arrow, click on it, and choose Manage Extension. Click on Manage Extension, and you are going to be taken to this area. Make sure that this area is on. So by default, it is off, but make sure that when you come to this area, just switch it on. When it is on, and you now come and type keyword like this, what you actually have is, you see Uber Suggests, you see suggestions, Uber Suggest. People search for, you can see, let me come to the right hand side here, you can see it here. You can see, people search for. These are related suggestion, questions, preposition, and comparison. You can see keyword, volume, CPC, and other values. See how to rank a website, you can see it. How to rank a website on Google, you can see the volume. You can see these are all suggested keywords that you can actually use. And of course, sometimes you don't actually have to. This volume, sometimes these values are not very, very correct. For example, how to rank a website. Here, Uber Suggest tool is going to tell you that it is 70. But of course, if you copy this keyword and paste it inside of Google Keyword Planner, you are going to have a different value. So let's try that and see if we are going to have a different value or we are going to have the same value. So let's come here and try to remove all of these ones that we had here before and try to insert the keyword that we have copied from the Uber suggestion key phrases and see if this is going to be 70. Let's click on get result. Here we are going to see the result here. So let it be displayed. You can see here how to rank a website. This is it here. Let me go right at the top here. Let me go right at the top. How to rank a website. You can see it here. This is it here. You can see how to rank a website. This is the keyword you provided. You can see the keyword that I provided. How to rank a website. You can see the search volume here is 100 to 1000 and the competition here is 15. This is a very good key term to actually target as an example. But the Uber Suggest tool is actually showing us that it is 70. So of course, the one important thing of this tool is to make sure that they display to you keyword that you can actually also target and write content around those keywords. These are actually called LSI keyword. And of course, as I told you before, when you are actually here on this section, make sure that you place your eye on the meta descriptions of sites that have already indexed or are already ranking for those keywords, and check only for the bold writings. Like here, for example, you can see how to rank on Google 25-step SEO checklist by Musk. So what I mean is make sure to put your eye on the bold writings. Like here, for example, you can see this bold writing that says rank a web page. Here, this bold writing is actually telling you that this is one of the keywords that this website is actually trying to rank for. Just make sure that you copy it and put it on your notepad. Like for example, just copy it here and make sure that you come to your notepad and paste it on your notepad. Go to the next and go to the next and only try to look for the bold writing. For example, how to rank. You can see this is a keyword here, how to rank. So just complete it. How to rank higher on Google. This is a keyword. Just copy it again and come to your notepad and paste it on your notepad. Go to the next and do the same. Find the bold writings until the end of this page. When you actually find all of those keywords in bold that are actually suggested to you by Google, saying that these are actually the keywords that this site are trying to rank for, paste it on your notepad and know that these are one of the keywords that you can actually target. So when you finish doing that, make sure to scroll right at the bottom of this page and you are going to see suggested keyword to you by Uber Suggest tools. These keywords are also called LSI keyword. These are keywords that are related to the main keyword that you actually want to target, so that when you are writing your content around your main targeted keyword, make sure to mix LSI keyword inside of your content to make sure that you actually have more of this keyword that you are actually targeting. So when you do so, of course, your keyword ranking, the ranking of your website is going to improve because you are also targeting LSI keyword that people are actually looking for. So these are some of the ways that you can actually use to do your keyword research correctly and effectively. So I don't want to actually make this video to be long. This is actually episode 1 of this series, and we are going to continue in episode 2. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for new post notifications and updates. And see you again in our next episode. Do not forget to check the links in the description of this video for more details. Bye-bye.